Okay. I'm not even sure what compelled me to want to share this with the world, but I'm going to introduce to YouTube Yo Mama Baseball. This is a game that, a friend of mine came up and we used to play. And just keep in mind, I'm 43 right now. This is not something I would play now, but I guess we was in our early 20s. This is something early to mid 20s. This is something that we came up with. Don't know. I'm not even sure how big Yo Mama jokes are nowadays. I guess they still are kind of a thing, but I just feel like back then that was Yo Mama jokes was like even more common back then. I don't know. Maybe it's escalated even beyond what it was. I'm not sure. I'm not in touch with reality for the most part, but no, culture, I would say, especially younger culture. So I don't know. Anyway, I'm rambling. So here's the game we played. This is Yo Mama Baseball. What it was, my friend, he had painted his walls black. And see, we write music. We both play guitar, and he sings and would write a lot of lyrics. So he would use his walls. He had this chalk that you could write on that black paint, and he would write song lyrics up on the wall. Well, we decided to take that opportunity and draw a baseball field up on one of the walls at one point. And I have a animated kind of baseball field put up on my TV. I'm going to use the TV as kind of like a demonstration and a kind of breakdown of how it was played. But let's just say that's one of the walls, and that is a baseball field drawn up. My dog ain't gonna let me do this, I don't think. That's a baseball field drawn up on the wall. Okay. And both teams even had names. I'm not going to mention the names, but it was like a mama's first name and then whatever afterwards. Keep in mind, this isn't a game that you would just sit and play constantly. It's something that you would kind of, if you were hanging out together, we would just kind of play throughout the day. The jokes came randomly. So let's say I'm at bat and we're just sitting there hanging out, and out of nowhere I just hit him with a Yo Mama joke. And keep in mind, whoever's at bat, it's up on whoever's on defense. You got to be honest with each other, because it's the person that's kind of like on the field is the one that kind of gives you credit. If he's like, oh, that's a pretty good Yo Mama joke, I'll give you a double for it. So yeah, let's say I dropped a Yo Mama joke and he gives me a double, so he would draw a little runner on second base. Let's say I drop one and it's not that good, that would be a strike. Maybe I drop a good one, but if he counters it quick enough, it could be like a fly out or something, and that's just kind of the gist of it. And we would draw runners on base. Like if I got a triple, we'd draw a little stick man on the base. And as the day went out, it would play out. And when there got to be 3 outs, we would switch. And then the other person would be at bat. That's pretty much the breakdown of it. I don't know if there's much else that needs to be explained about it. And once again, I'm not even sure what compelled me to share this with the world, but it's not something I'm proud of. Maybe just a little bit. I thought, listen, it's immature as hell, but I thought it was pretty crafty. I'll be honest. It was my ideal, so of course I'm going to feel that way. But it got to the point to where, Yo Mama jokes only hold any weight because most people are going to be protective over their mama. That's the only reason it even matters when somebody says something, because it's like, hey, fuck you, dude, that's my mama. That's the only reason shit even matters. But it got to a point playing this game, we was like, man, I think this is just too disrespectful to our mamas. We got to cut this shit. Like, we got to be done. We got to drop this. He erased that shit off, which I actually think the field was still drawn on his wall for quite a while. Because, funny story, his mom actually walked in that room one day and saw the team name, saw her first name up there, and she was like, what? You get it.